Hit
I'm waiting
that.
on you.
Yeah, let's see. Let me get this button, that button. Come on, this button. All right, I'm gonna minimize that. I'm gonna go back to
I did it all backwards for you guys, and now the goddamn thing was backwards.
there we go. I hear you. 338 my ass. I hear you, buddy. Um,
Can you see the top part of it or no?
I, I, I can propaganda illustrated 338 my ass. I like it.
Okay.
Um, Glenn will be here in just a second. We want to wait on Glenn. He should be joining any second. Um, but
It's funny I can't see myself on here though, huh?
yeah, you can't unless you got another device or something you can look at it on or whatever. But
Oh,
if you turn the phone the other way, you'll be bigger on the screen. But
oh, sideways.
yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me go over here for just a second.
Oh, that reminds me. Is mine the wrong way too?
No, yours is right now.
Okay,
It was the wrong way earlier, but it's not now.
I'm learning. It's only been a year.
It's been a minute since you've been here. You've been having to do that damn work thing. It sucks to have to work for a living.
Yeah, I know it. It sucks, don't it?
Yep.
What
But
up,
hey,
Danny? Daryl, Mason,
Hey, bud.
what's up?
That's got Mr.
Turn this thing, but y'all have to tell me if it messes it up.
All right,
Okay?
try it and see.
All right.
All right, I don't know who this is trying to get on. Anybody know who the hell Chuck Porch is? I don't know who Chuck. I don't know who Chuck Porch is.
It went sideways down like
It's doing what it's supposed to do.
It did what it was supposed to.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Um,
No, you guys are sideways on me.
we're gonna.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know who that is.
Y'all are making me. Now I'm making me all recalculate all my shit here. Hold on. I had everything perfect now.
There you go.
But
It's always something. Well, this is normally a shit show, so you know it is what it is.
I think I'm gonna have to go back the other way because I think I'm gonna be able to hold. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Am I straight now?
Yeah, you're good.
Actually, hang on. Just hold it just like that. It looks.
Actually, I see the palm of his hand at the moment.
I'm gonna wait till he comes back and let him know that.
Something froze up.
Well,
No, you know, it is what it is.
Hold on a minute.
Turn my volume down.
Actually, no. Put your hand back over the camera.
What?
There you go. It looks better like that.
Wow. See, that ain't nice.
Hey, he's a damn Yankee duck, so you know it is what it is.
What? No. What in the hell is wrong with you?
To your race.
Yeah, he has never made it to a duck race yet. So we're trying to break him in, but you know he's hard headed. So
What's up, Mr. Miller?
where in the world is Glenn Evans? I don't.
Yeah, the guy's been trying to get me to come over here and talk to y'all for a fucking month. Now the guy can't even get over here.
I know. What the hell? What are we gonna do with that bastard?
Typical Glenn.
Got Bill Clary in the house. Got Paul Baxter in the house. Lee Miller in the house. Tim Flad, Mason Noble.
Bill Clary.
Got 23 watching at the moment. Chris Webber. Got several folks.
Bill, is Bill still doing carpentry or something?
No. He's hang on, Glenn's calling me. Let me see what the hell's up.
What's he doing?
No, he's shot down in southeast Georgia
Yo.
somewhere.
Oh, Bill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Race shops and stuff, or what?
Yeah.
Are you
about everything?
somebody named Chuck Porch tried to join? Do you know who that is? I don't either, and I'm not bringing them in if I don't know who it is. So
I only see. Well, I can't
really,
see everybody.
that sucks ass. Go to the damn tower and see if they got some Wi-Fi. There got to be somebody there to let your ass borrow some Wi-Fi.
They don't want to have nothing to do with me. They're gonna be like, we're canceling that shit.
Go.
I minimize mine and
What?
open up Facebook so you can see everybody and see
Yes, we are.
comments and stuff like that. Duck.
Oh, I can minimize
If nothing else, watch so you can comment.
Stay on you, and then open up the
What the
Facebook,
hell?
Southeast Drag Trucks, and it'll be on there. I just mute the Facebook part because it has a delay.
All right. See you. Bye. Yeah, Glenn's having service issues. I think the bandwidth is screwed from all the people that are at that race, but
They couldn't get 2 cups and a string to work down there for the last 10 years.
oh wow.
Hey, ask him if he could send a smoke signal or something. Would be
Yeah, he's gonna see if he can find some better internet or some Wi-Fi somewhere or something. But
Hell, he could walk over to Stevie's and get on his.
I told him that. I don't know. He said it looks like he's got signal. He said he's got 4 bars of 5G, but there's evidently no bandwidth. He said he can't even watch, much less get on and chat. So I'm not sure. Hopefully he'll get something figured out in a little bit. But I'm not gonna keep the man waiting. We've been waiting a long time to get Mr. Duck in the house and let him talk to us about some pro truck racing and his thoughts on what it might take to help grow the class. And we all want to see truck racing be better, bigger, all that. We just got to figure out the right recipe to make that happen. And I mean, I don't think there's anything that's 100% gonna absolutely work. We may just have to try a couple things and see what works to grow it and make it better than it is. But we want to listen to what Duck has to say and what he says about the class and what he thinks we need to do, and then we can interject a little after that. Duck, you have the floor, sir.
Let me get one more position here, and then am I still on the camera?
You are?
Yes.
Okay. So man, here's the deal. First of all, y'all all know it's super cool, the whole truck deal, right? I mean, it's like we used to even have like the leaf spring thing back in the day too, and the fans, they love all that kind of stuff. It's something different. Nobody wants to see a 87 to 93 Mustang every 2 seconds going down the racetrack.
Right.
So, I mean, I think as far as the fan part of it, they love seeing the trucks, and it's cool, all the different stuff that's out there. I mean, it really is awesome. I think that, man, it's like it's just like I don't know what the problem is with everybody. It's like unless they think they can show they're racing for $10,000 or $20,000, who don't want to come and support. Honestly, I really don't agree with any of those guys. I'm not to be dead honest with you. It really hurts the truck class in my opinion. I mean, everybody's to come and put it in the beams and race. It shouldn't be about, hey, if I'm not racing for $20,000, I'm not coming to the race, or they want to make it a four truck shootout, right? They don't want to race anybody else or anything. Right. So I think that we got to get past that somehow, in my opinion, and get to where, we have a good 16 truck field or whatever. As far as the money thing, I don't know if it's, some people are funny, right? And like, here's the whole deal. If everybody enters and then something happens and they can't show up or whatever, I would either, refund their money or we'll move it to the next race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to get screwed out of any money. So if we could see, like, hey, we have 16 guaranteed trucks, right? To come in and race. Okay, well, we know we're, say $5,000 right there. If we knew what was going to happen, I think we could raise up, the money a little bit more and seeing if you guys want to. I mean, the problem is that, like, it's the whole world right now, right? It's like we got part of y'all that they want to just race for it all, right? Nobody else allowed to have anything, whatever. And then you have other people they want to divide it back however far. So I don't know how we're gonna fix that, because no one's ever gonna agree with that, right? So but that's with all the classes. So a lot of times, it's whatever. If it's $10,000, you could do whatever. If you want to make it 7,000, 2,000, whatever. You know what I mean? To do that. But I don't know. Every time we get the racers, and I love talking to all the racers, but there's always 4 or 5 people that are gonna want to do something different, and that's what I wish that they would all put all the bullshit aside, right? All the egos, all the stuff, right? And let's put everybody in the same spot like we did before a long time ago, and let's race them and have a good time with it, and then the money will come, right? If everybody will show up and race, the money will come. But you know, there's 4 or 5 guys out there, and they all have that attitude about it. So I'd like to be able to figure out a way to get past that. Would be a helpful thing.
That definitely would help. And you know, we got folks that want the clocks on. We got folks that don't want the clocks on. We got folks that want to pay $500 tech card fee to have more money in the pot. And then you got there's what I said on the Pro Truck thing to me makes the most sense of all. You got 25 to 30 what I'm gonna call elite trucks in the fucking country that that can run sub 450s. But from 450 to 60, there's 2,500. So where are you gonna grow at? You gonna grow in the super fast trucks that there ain't none of, or you gonna grow in the other section of trucks that there's 2,500 of? A lot of folks like me, I'm one of the slowest trucks there. Me and Mason Noble are probably the 2 slowest trucks there. But I've been there for 3 or 4 races, and I love running on the big stage. I love racing on the flypaper racetrack and trying to run PBs and that kind of thing. And it's an awesome thing to be a part of. I spectated probably 10 duck races before I ever got to actually race one. But it's awesome to be a part of. It's awesome to race your shit with 20 badass photographers on the wall taking pictures of your shit. I mean, there's a lot of advantages to doing it, but I think to grow it, you really got to have almost like an elite class, and then you got to have, I want to call it Pro Truck Heavy or something like that, or have elite be the fast trucks that want to pay $500 to enter, and then have the other class, call it Pro Truck, but make it 3,200 pounds, 28-inch tire only, and at least give those guys try to get. I'll be willing to bet, and I'll be happy to try to help come up with sponsorship if we could divide it up a little bit. Let the pro trucks, the elite trucks, run for the 5,000. They can split it up however they want to. They can pay $500 entry fee. They can do whatever they want to with those elite trucks. But take the 3,200 pound 275 trucks, and I bet you I can have double the truck count in the slower truck class at lights out that you'll have in the elite class. And I'll be willing to bet money on it.
I haven't followed everything, not to interrupt you. I haven't followed everything that y'all have been talking about. Like, I did skim back through it. I didn't see this part of it or anything where, which, listen, I'll work with you guys however you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm open. I just would need to know, obviously, we'd have to put something out there. And this is one of them things, again, I'll freaking guarantee their money and give it back to them or whatever. I don't care, right? But we have to have something that says, hey, I'm planning on coming, right? Because, we're talking about, say you got 4 trophies instead of 2, right? You have 2 Blazers instead of 1. You have 2 Stetson hats instead of 1. So there's other things that go into it. So right. I'm good with, like, if we want to do a freaking outlaw 8 shootout and let those guys put in $1,000 a piece if they want to. I don't care. You know what I mean? And then run the other stuff. But listen, I got another question on here, and I hate where this thing's gonna fire people get mad at me, but I don't understand this part, and I just want to know because I have at least another probably 2 trucks that will come and race, right? But they want to be able to get their time slip, and I just obviously it's no time, there's no boards lit, there's none of that. But is there? I didn't understand. Is there a problem with the thing being cut in half like we did a long time ago? And
I am.
Slip? I don't understand.
I am all for that. As a matter of fact, I spoke with a couple different people about that very same thing today because, like I said, I know when I go, I'm gonna get my fucking teeth kicked in. But at the same time, if I can race on that flypaper track and get me a time slip that I ain't never got before, that I can hang next to my picture on the wall like Glenn has in his office and say, look, I finally got in the fours. I finally went 480s or 490s or whatever. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I personally would want my slip. And listen, I get the other, like, there are some no time 275 guys where, and I get that, but like, if like even in the truck class, we've allowed double entries into this class. Like Bobby Dodger would run Radio versus the World, right? And then he would run the truck thing. So I guess I don't understand the whole in the no time pro truck. I'm not saying 275 or I'm not dragging anybody else. I'm just talking about the truck class.
In the
I don't understand the problem with
in the comments it says the man that created that problem doesn't race anymore. Give us the slip. That's from Austin Stevens. That's been there at almost all of them. Mason Noble says I'd love to get my ticket.
And I'm going to say we're going to do slips for it.
That I am 100% down with that.
I mean, a long time ago. Listen, I'm not going to tell you all that. Like there was some stuff before where there was people probably working the ticket shack that wasn't up on shit, and somebody slip did get handed to the wrong person. Okay.
Here's the easy remedy for that.
We have competent people now, right? I mean, it's like it's not like anybody's gonna see anybody's deal or anything like that. I just think it would be a good idea because, like you said, people come there and they spend. It's like you come spend thousands of dollars to come race, right? I mean, it'd be cool if you leave there. And even if you went out first or second round, if you got, hey man, look, I got, to yourself, hey, I got my personal best, time slip or
something. Exactly.
And so anyway, I think that I personally in a truck class, because we do allow, if like Bobby Dodge or somebody, came in, they were running RPW and pro truck, right? Then they're already going to be good. I just think it's a good idea. I think that
I think everybody's down with getting a slip. I mean, I'm looking at comments in the chat, and everybody would love to see the slips. So that part is easy. And what I thought about today, the easy way to make sure that nobody gets the wrong slip or any of that bullshit is. You can't pick it up with your golf cart. You can't pick it up with your scooter. When the truck itself comes by the ticket shack, you get your fucking slip, and no other time. That way, anybody in the ticket shack can look at the truck number on the ticket and look at the truck number on the truck and hand that sumbitch his ticket, and then there'll be no bullshit, no questions, no issues. So I think that's the easy way to remedy that. No boards. I agree with Tim Fladd. No boards, just slips. I would love to see the boards on, but at the same time, I know that it would hurt the truck count. So we don't want to do anything to take away from it.
I think we got the whole no time, pro truck. That's awesome. I'm good with all that. But I do think cutting the slip and, giving the people their slips, I think that's 100%.
That's the best thing I've heard you say all day. I mean, I think that's 100%. I think we're all on board with that. I don't know of anybody that has an issue with it. I haven't seen anybody in the chat say anything about it at all.
I called Willie Dog about this a couple days ago because, and listen, other stuff, no time stuff, I get it. You know what I mean? If people are worried about this or worried about that, I think for what we're doing in that class and what we're trying to do and everybody having fun coming out, spending all that money, I think that we need to do the slips also. And, if it don't work out awesome for this race, we can address it afterwards, but
I don't look for it to be an issue at all. Like I said, 99% of us show them to each other anyway and talk about it and all that. And, compare our draggies or whatever else if we don't have a slip, but we would rather have legit shit on paper. So there's,
Yeah, I don't want y'all pulling some Jimmy Taylor shit that don't count for nothing.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, like I said, I think everybody's down for the slips. I hadn't seen not one single negative comment at all. I mean, there's a lot of people that would love to see the boards on.
if I hit the little message thing, am I going to be able to see? How can I look at what's going on with the?
Hank Williams says slips, no boards. Kelly Kilborn says, so how many of these trucks are racing NT truck events during the year? Kelly, there's probably 5 or 6 of these guys that do run a lot of NT stuff, and that's why we can't like the boards. I would love to like the boards, but it's just we don't want to lose 5 or 6 trucks on a class that's already not where we want it to be.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for what we got going on, I think you got to keep it no time for now. I mean, if y'all want to do something different with a different class, but I think the whole. I mean, I like the whole no time pro truck. I just like for you guys to be able to get a slip and see what's going on.
But Glenn just commented and said, "What's it going to take for us to market it better, grow the class, fight in the parking lot, or have a list?" I think he's talking about as far as slower, and I say slower, and they're really not slow, being 450 and slower because there's more people that run slower than 450 that fill the class than there are people that run, say, 430s to 380s, 370s, whatever it may be in a truck. But I think that's what Glenn's talking about. But Glenn did say he wasn't going to be able to get on here. I'm just trying to translate for him. So,
well, listen, I don't want to blow smoke at you guys. Listen, the trucks that are going 370, 380, 390. I mean that's what's going to draw as far as the spectator crowd more. Obviously, listen. I like all of them, right? I'm just telling you that if people would put some of their egos aside, right? There's some guys that won't come to the race for whatever reason. Like, I'd like to just bury the hatchet on this deal, get everybody together, come out, race the damn race, have a good time with it. And if we need to split it into 2 classes and do I don't even know, is there 8 guys that are willing to put up, you know what I'm saying, $500 or $1,000 a truck, and then we put stuff on top of it, then take some of the other money, put it back for the other trucks. But the problem is that, like I said, it's an ego thing. I've got on the phone with some of these guys several times, and I need a fucking mediator or something with them. I'm just telling you. I don't think I can pull it off on myself.
Austin Stevens said some of the egos won't fit through the gate. So I mean
that's the problem. I mean,
it is what it is. I mean,
I'd like to see all 8 of the ones with the biggest egos put that shit in the fucking beams against each other, and let's find out.
Right? Are tech cards available for the class yet?
Yeah, but y'all don't buy them until freaking the third day of the race or something. Y'all think I'm gonna pocket the money and leave town or something.
Well, there's a bunch of folks on here or on that Pro Truck chat that are all for this $500 shit. So why don't you do an elite tech card at $500 and a Pro Truck tech card at $300, and let's just see which one has the most trucks in it. But I bet you'll get at least 8. You'll get at least 8 in the fast truck class. You're gonna have Ray Morton. If CG gets his shit fixed, he'll be there. You're gonna have Tony Tondrick. You're gonna have Austin Stevens. You're gonna have Hank Williams. You're gonna have. I mean, it'd be real easy to get 8 that would pay $500. Santino said he was down for paying $500. So if I personally, if I come to a duck race, I'm gonna spend $1,500 to $2,000. I don't need to add to that because it takes all my poor ass can do to scrape up $1,500 to $2,000 to come to the race. So I'm gonna be there. I'll be there in February. I start a new job January the 5th. If there's any damn way I can get off, my ass will be there in February. But
we've posted it 1,000 times. I got one guy, Ray Morton. That's it. Ray's the only person that's don't think I'm leaving town with his money.
AJ Dean said, Glenn Evans said, talking about AJ Dean with the ego. Why won't he get in the truck class and run with the elite guys?
Chris Canado says, how about fast 8 500 buy-in boards on, then a slow NT boards off? Some of the I don't know that you got 8, Chris, that would that would run with the boards on in the elite sector. I mean, I know you might would show up. Bobby Dodrell might would show up, but I don't know what it takes to get 8 500s with the boards on.
Yeah, I just don't think we're there yet. I think we have to, like, listen, I think we need to get 8 elite trucks to show up. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool, but I think let's get 8 of the baddest trucks that they want to bring out there, and let's run them one time in the no time, give them their slips and all that stuff, and then after the race, let's talk about it. And if they want to light the boards at the Battle for the Thrones and race for the throne, and hey, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? But I think we got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? We have to start somewhere to make this happen.
Jeff Kurtz.
I'd love to have, I'd love to have Chris there. I'd love to have. I'd love to have all the guys there. I mean, at some point, though, we do got to get past the egos a little bit and go out here and try this thing one time and then figure out also, the next thing. I already know what's going to happen. It's all said. It's all great sitting here talking about it, right? Then it's going to be like, okay, well, how are we dividing up the other money, right? So then it's like everybody, well, our trucks make this much power. We should get this much of the difference of the money. It doesn't just stop with this. It's like
if we do the elite thing, I don't give a shit if you take the whole 5,000 that's projected to pay for a pro truck and pay that just to the elite crowd. Let them pay 500 to put on top of it, add to it or whatever, however many. If you want to pay back, at least runner up or something. To me, winner take all is the dumbest shit that I've ever seen in drag racing, personally. There needs to at least be something for fucking runner up. I runnered up the first 2 races I went to and didn't get $1. But had I known that it was that way, I would have split and got some money at both of those races. But I didn't know that until I runnered up at both of them. But if you take that 5,000, give it to the elite trucks, let them pay their 500, do whatever you're going to do with those elite guys, I'll do everything within my power to come up with a sponsor for the slower trucks.
Yeah, and you only have, really about, so if you got to take, so when you're saying 5,000, say you had 16 tech, so really, let me think, 4,000. Those 8 trucks would still realistically would only be running for probably, I'll say only, but probably around $6,500,
Right.
What you're doing is Gordon, and I don't mind, but when you start adding, so each one of the hammers are $250 a piece, right? So now instead of $500 in hammers, you got $1,000 in hammers, right? Instead of $150 a hat, you got $300. Instead of $100 a thing, you got $200. So it all just keeps on going, which I can break it down and show y'all. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say you could probably take. I can figure it up and then show y'all what it is, and we can put. Unless you guys can come up with another sponsor for the slower trucks.
I honestly feel like I can come up with a sponsor between me and Glenn Evans. I think we can come up with a sponsor for the slower class, and. We don't have 300,000 in our truck.
100% that we got 8 or 10 trucks in that first one.
Well,
yeah.
You got Bobby's on here. Chris Cadado says Ray, Bobby, Cadado, CG, Tony, Grant, Hank.
I'm going to tell you, Grant will never be back out.
I heard he was coming back out very soon, but I don't know.
I hope he does, but I don't think he will. But you got Thomas. Let's just say this: Thomas Davis, Jimmy Davis, Ray, Hank. That type of vehicle. Pretty much because of the Hancock boys, or Ray got however much in his truck. All these guys have $150,000+ in their truck. Well, your average person is gonna run the pro truck. And even if you just did, say, $1,000 on top, plus whatever the pot, the entry fee pot is for the pro truck guys, and then the main pot was the $5,000 for the top 8 or top 16, that would probably work out a little better until some sponsors actually come in, bigger sponsors come in to pay for the and even if you split it in half of it goes to the elite, half of it goes to the pro truck guys.
Jason Unk says he's in. Bobby says he's coming for sure. Chris Cadado said Fast 8, $500 buy-in, boards on simple. But like I said, I don't know if boards on would affect.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do boards on. I need to know like who will come and race at the 500, a piece deal, getting their slips, but no boards on for this race. I don't think we're gonna be able to get
I agree.
Everybody agreeing to that.
I agree.
No, I don't see everybody agreeing to that either.
No.
I see about 8 or 9 total across all the trucks that have been there. Let's just say this last race, maybe 8 or 9, and there was what 22, 24.
Yeah.
Total.
I think if you start turning the boards on, I just don't know. I mean, why not just run another class? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I just don't. It kind of. I mean, it just gets away from the whole no time.
Bobby, I don't know if this is even possible, but Bobby asked, could you do one lane with the boards on and one lane with the boards off? I don't know if that's even doable.
I don't think the systems will let you do that. The computer system.
I know Bobby definitely wants to light the boards. I know Ray wants to light the boards. I know Cadado wants to light the boards. But like I said, we may need to try this first one. If we do elites and a slower truck class, have the faster trucks at least be no time, and then I don't give a shit either way on the other ones. As long as we're getting a ticket, I don't really give a shit. But the ticket thing, I think, is an absolute definite.
But if you guys get, let's just say you're rattling off names. I mean, if you get 12 or 13 people that want to enter the top class, I mean, how sure are we we're going to get enough trucks for the second class?
I would be willing to bet my 401k I can get you more trucks in the slower class than you'll have in the elite class.
Well, I almost think that we need to set up 2 different tech cards.
That's what I think.
I can't really do anything until Stephanie gets back. But
right.
I almost would think that we should set up 2 different things and let it roll for a couple days, and let's see where we are. You know what I mean?
I'm down. I say we give it. I'd love to see us give it 30 days and see just how many trucks we can get that would commit to each class, and then see if it makes sense. And like you said, it's not written in stone. Do $500 for the elites. Do the normal $300 for the pro truck class or whatever. And like I said, I feel like between me and Glenn, we can come up with sponsorship for the slower class.
I've got an idea about that also, because like you said, most of the truck guys do not buy until the week of coming to your race in South Georgia or Rockingham or wherever you have your race. Well, why not just buy a regular no-time truck card? Well, when you get there, if you want to jump over into the elite class, you pay the difference to get over into the elite class.
But we got to know up front that he's going to have enough to justify 2 classes.
Right.
That's where the problem comes in.
I just don't want to go through the trouble of getting all of this extra stuff put together. You know what I mean? Because you're talking, like I said, another $1,000. You know what I mean? For trophies, jackets, hats, whatever. So, check.
Like I said, I think if you set up the 2 tech card thing and roll with it for 30 days, I can show you that the slow trucks will come out of the woodwork. There's a lot of really, really, really that are in that 450 to 60 range that are staying at home that I think would buy a tech card. I think we froze up.
I mean, I hope you're right. I mean, I just don't know. I hope you're right. I just don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, you have more of a feel for what's going on with some people. I mean, you think they're just not coming because the other guys are just so fast?
Yeah, I mean they know that. Hell, Ray just went 5.97 in the quarter and 3.91 in the eighth, and his time slips all over the internet. They know that they're gonna get their teeth kicked in if they come and try to run pro truck. Now, granted, Jimmy Davis III won one, and he's not a super fast truck. Austin Stevens won one. He's not a super fast truck, but it's a big difference between me and Mason and those 3-second trucks,
I got you.
and even Glenn for that matter. And like I said, and I honestly feel like we can show up and show out.
But there's no guarantee that someone. It always happens. There's no guarantee that somebody with a fast truck's not going to stay down at the bottom side. You know.
Well, that's the reason I would like to do. It's going to lead. I don't give a shit how fast they go, what they weigh, or any of that.
But aren't we kind of limiting when you start talking about? I mean, don't take offense to this, but it's almost like hey, my truck weighs 3,200 pounds. I run 275 tires, so that's the way we're going to run that class. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sure that.
What
I'm not sure that that's the
most of the trucks run a 275 anyway. The only people that run 315s or any of that is mostly the elite trucks anyway. I don't know of any of the slower trucks that run a 315. And I mean, you know,
but right now y'all can run slicks. You can run any tire you want to.
right. But anybody that's
It's not just
99% of anybody that's fast is on a radial, with the exception of Chris Cadotto. So I mean, everybody else pretty much is on a radial. Froze up for a second. Well,
yeah, I saw you were I just think we ought to. Why don't we write it up and put it in our thread and everybody look at this thing though. We'll say okay.
man. If y'all can still hear me, I apologize for it's freezing up. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting and disconnecting and reconnecting.
I guess it would keep everybody, probably in a closer time frame or whatever, to a point.